Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to Steins Gate Zero. So in the last episode, we got an ending. It was Kirisu's ending, I believe. We basically rescued her along that world line that we were sort of thrown into after we saved Kagari by getting rid of Kirisu's memories. And now we're back at that point when we were trying to save Kagari. Now, when I first went through this to get to the first ending that we got, I answered the phone. I did not listen to Kagari, but that's what we're going to do now. And if you guys recall a few episodes ago, when we were at this scene, I wanted to see if we would get to the same, basically the same transition to the same world line and everything, if we actually listened to her. I just wanted to see what the context was that I decided to skip like a fool, but no, it brings us somewhere else. So that's the direction we're going to go in. We'll go in and get that route. Anyways, let's see what she has to say. The last thing she said was,
私、多分、岡部さんのこと、あなたのこと。
Whether those were Kirisu's words or Kagari's, her words were cut off by the sound of the door and the sound of screaming. I hesitated. Not only did I hesitate to answer it, but I almost tried to tap the button to reject the call. But then Kagari's fingers cut me off. And then her fingers, or maybe Kirisu's, tapped the button to answer the call. And then the phone up against her head stopped ringing. And then we went to a different world line. Yeah, because we didn't know what world line we went to when I cut her off. We weren't sure. We were actually stuck in the middle of nothing. Recursive Mother Goose. And then we saw what the world line was, I think. But no, we're in 1.06 something or other. Alright, so this is all new territory. I don't know if you guys saw the little symbol there at the end of the text, but I guess when it's colored, that's text that we've seen. If it is grayed out, it is something new. So, let's read on with this new content. The dizziness stopped. The room was pitch black. There was no one there but me. Even Suzuha, who should have been living here, was gone. Daru, Mayuri, Feris, Luca, and Kagari too. Everyone was gone. I was so tired and sleepy. I clutched my smartphone and laid down on the sofa. I closed my eyes, too tired to think. Maybe in this world line we were trying to sleep. Not sure.
Okari. ねえ、起きて。もうお昼だよ。
Holy shit, we slept a lot. Someone was shaking me softly.
おかり、寝すぎだよ。
Yeah, you're right.
もうすぐ、かがりさんも来ちゃうのに。
Kagari? The second I heard her name, my mind snapped back into alertness. I forced myself to sit up. I was sitting on the sofa in the lab. Outside the window, it was bright.
やっと起きたね。てってる。おかり。
So why was he so tired in this world line? What's going on here? Mayuri nodded, satisfied, and left my side. I took a look around the room. The table was covered in notebooks and textbooks that seemed to belong to Mayuri. She was probably doing her homework. I could see Daru's huge back hunched over the PC. As things should be in life. The monitor was displaying a cute anime character. Sorry, I died. But that's also another thing that seems normal. He seemed to be playing another H game. Yep. From the look of things, the only people in the lab were him, me, and Mayuri. The classic trio. The time on my phone said it was just before noon. I don't see a clock. which meant I'd been asleep for more than 10 hours. I can't accomplish that anymore. I don't know why, but if I try going to sleep early and try to sleep as much as I guess would, it won't happen. I'll be awake way earlier than I want, and it's so stupid because I'm always tired. Sorry, I'm complaining. Oh no, I must have passed out before I checked to see if the world line had changed. I listened for a moment, and I could hear the usual bustling of Akihabara outside. There was no sign of Stratfor, because they were getting attacked. That alone made me feel relieved.
おかり、なんだかうなされてるみたいだったよ。大丈夫？麦茶飲む？寝起きでドクペはやめた方がいいよね。
Nah. We always gotta get Dr. P.
そうだな。
I'm actually not drinking Dr. Pepper right now. I've got a almost empty can of Pepsi. What was I doing? I was eating. I like to eat with soda. That's how unhealthy I am. I don't think I'm as bad as Okabe, but
わかった。
definitely not as bad as Daru. Mayuri went to the kitchen.
コップ全部使っちゃってる。今洗うからちょっと待っててね。
大丈夫。急がなくていい。
あ、まゆし。僕もお茶ちょうだい。
I'm not a big fan of tea. Sorry to say, guys. This all felt like an old memory. It seemed like ages ago when I'd last had a normal conversation like this. But this was no time to be sentimental. While Mayuri was washing the cup, I needed to get things straight in my head.
変動したんだよな。
There was, this we know. In the end, I had hesitated at the last second. If Kagari, or perhaps Kirisu, hadn't stopped me, maybe the world line wouldn't have changed and Stratfor would have caught us. But change it did. I could still feel the lingering sensations from my reading Steiner, so I was sure of it. From the look of things, Mayuri and Daru were the same as ever, and the immediate danger was gone. The reason for the change was probably the deletion of Kirisu's memories from within Kagari. Those memories must have included something that dealt with the time machine, which meant that their existence was important enough to control whether or not the world line changed. And I deleted them.
いや、逆の可能性もあるな。
Maybe even if Maho's program hadn't worked right, and the memory rewrite failed, the world line would have changed anyway? Unlike last summer, it wasn't clear what was making the world line change now. Actually, it is very unclear. Nothing's changed. If anything, it's more confusing. The first thing I needed to do was see if Kagari's memories had been successfully rewritten.
お待たせ。
At the same time as I decided my plan, Mayuri brought me a cup on a tray.
今麦茶出すからね。
She put the tray on the table and headed for the fridge. I looked and saw that there were 4 cups on the tray. 4.
前より、どうしてコップが4つあるんだ？
だってかがりさんも飲みたいだろうから。
That's right, Kagari.
かがりが来てるのか？
さっき LINE で連絡が来たよ。もうすぐ作って。
そうか。何の用で来るんだ？
オカリンが呼んだんじゃん。昨日 LINE で連絡よこしたっしょ。今日の正午にここに集合って。第3回かがりたんの記憶を取り戻す方法を考える会。メンバーはオカリンと僕とかがりたん。まあ今のところ成果ゼロだけども。
俺が呼んだ。
ま まゆしんも参加できたらよかったんだけど、今日はバイトがあるので。
I could hear Mayuri apologizing from the kitchen.
かがりさんの記憶早く戻るといいね。最近のこと以外何も覚えてないなんて寂しいもんね。
She didn't remember anything except the recent past? What was going on? Kagari should still have her memories from when she was a kid, unless we're back in the original, or something like the original world line where we started the game, because that is how we met Kagari, or that was the state that she was in when we met her. Maybe trying to rewrite her memories had actually deleted them?
はい、おかり。お茶どうぞ。
Mayuri handed me a cup filled with barley tea.
ああ、ありがとう。
I took the cup, trying my best to hide my internal shock.
タルくんのはここに置いておくね。
どうも。
Nothing like chugging that tea. I gulped down the tea, stood up from the sofa, and went over to Daru.
ダル。
何？
I lowered my voice so that Mayuri couldn't hear.
かがりの記憶の上書きは成功したのか、それとも失敗したのか。
Daru looked at me for a moment confused.
何の話？
え？
That wasn't the answer I expected.
かがりの脳内に残っているクリスの記憶を消すのは成功したのかと聞いたんだ。
何その SF 設定怖い。オカリンついに中二病患者に復帰したん？
I froze for a moment. Daru didn't look like he was lying. He had no reason to lie anyway. Did that mean that in this world line, Kirisu's memories had never been implanted in Kagari?
ちょっと来い。
ねえ、僕エロゲしてるんだけど。
Oh, we know.
いいから。
I dragged Daru outside the room, leaving a very confused Mayuri behind.
寒。オカリン、僕を殺す気か。
いいから。ちょっとだけ付き合ってくれ。確認したいことがあるんだ。
He must have sensed that I was serious, because after a moment's surprise, he nodded silently.
今のかがりは記憶がないのか。
そうだよ。つか何度も言ってるっしょそれ。
タイムマシンで過去に来る前の未来の記憶も含めて。
ないってば。覚えてるのはここ最近のことだけ。未来のことを覚えてたらせめてマユシにはかがりたんの正体を教えてるし。
それはつまりマユリはかがりが自分の娘だということを知らないんだな。
うん。それは秘密にしとくってオカリンが決めたんで。
ということはかがりが未来から来たことを知っているのは
僕とオカリンと鈴葉。
それだけ。
それだけ。オカリンが他の誰かに話してなければ。
そうか。すまなかった。寝ぼけてたみたいだ。夢の内容が現実とごっちゃになったらしい。
気にすんなって。僕なんか24時間夢の中で生きてますから。キリッ。
That's probably not a good thing, man.
それにさ、僕としてはそういうテンション高いオカリンが久々だったからなんか懐かしく感じたお。
Instead of answering, I took a second to think. It seemed like there were three main differences with Kagari in this world line. 1. She didn't have Kirisu's memories. 2. She didn't have her own memories of her childhood. 3. Only me, Daru, and Suzuha knew who Kagari really was. In other words, Mayuri didn't know that Kagari was her daughter. Yeah,
戻ったのか。
Yeah, we're probably back. But what altered what made us switch to that world line where her memories were mixed up inside her head? That's what's really confusing. This Kagari seemed closer to the one I'd met before I jumped to the Alpha world line. Everything seemed mostly the same as before, including the fact that we were trying to get back her memories. Did this mean that a second world line change had sent me back to the old one? If I had the divergence meter, I could tell, but... I was starting to think like I used to. I chuckled at myself. I should stop. I decided to have nothing to do with the time machine or time leap machine. All I could do was help Kagari get her memories back.
オカリン、なんかさっきから変じゃね？
いや、大丈夫だ。気にするな。
ならいいけど。つっか、いい加減寒いから戻っていい？
ああ、俺も凍えてきた。
I hate the cold. Daru and I raced back inside the room. When I got back, I could just barely make out Mayuri's voice.
探し物ひとつ星の笑う声風に瞬いて手を伸ばせばつかめるよ
Mayuri hadn't noticed us come back in. She was putting her textbooks into her bag, and it sounded like she was also singing a song. No, what else was she doing?
それ、誰の歌だ？
It was only then that she realized I was there.
おかえり寒いのにお外で何話してたの？
ちょっと今期のアニメについての意見交換をしてたのだぜ。
すごいね。
Yeah, you only do that in secret. Like, I only talk about it with, like, my close friends over Discord. No one else could hear. Or maybe I'm on the university campus with my friends, and we gotta go to a secluded area to talk about it. You don't talk about it with other people around. You just don't.
なあ、今の歌って。
あ、もしかして口ずさんじゃってた？
Well, yeah.
探し物ひとつ星の笑う声風に瞬いて手を伸ばせばつかめるよ
I heard something fall near the front entrance. Hey, what's up? At some point, Kagari had opened the front door. She was standing there with a shocked expression, her mouth opening and closing. Her bag was lying at her feet. She must have dropped it in surprise when she came in. But did anything that surprising happen? Maybe it triggered something.
あ、かがりさん。てってるー。そうその歌私知ってる。
そうなのか？
その歌は
Kagari was trying to point at Mayuri, but shaking too much to do it.
その歌
Alright. God damn, Kagari does this like all the fucking time. She fell to the floor like a puppet with its string cut.
かがりさん。
かがり！
We're back to this sort of shit, like, where her mind will always be exploding, imploding, or something or other.
探し物ひとつ
Oh, I guess we should have saw this coming.
笑う声風に瞬いて
Yeah, the only way Kagari is going to recognize a song that Mayuri has made up is if she had sung it to her when she was a child.
ママ。なーにかがりちゃん。それ、何の歌？えへへ。これはね、とっても大事な歌なの。どんな歌なの？泣いている人を笑わせたいっていう歌かな。泣いてる人を笑わせるのが大事なの？それも大事だけど、そうじゃなくてね。この歌はママとかがりちゃんをつなげてくれた歌なの。この歌があったから出会えたんだよ。その歌がなかったら、ママはかがりのママになってくれなかったかもしれないの。そんなの嫌。ああ、ごめんごめん。そういう意味で言ったんじゃないの。何があってもママはかがりちゃんのママだよ。でもそうだな、かがりちゃんにはこの歌覚えておいてほしいな。いつかかがりちゃんが大事な人と出会った時のために、その人が泣いている時笑わせられるように。ほら、一緒に歌おう。探し物ひとつ、星の笑う声。探し物
You know, Mayuri really is a great mother figure.
星の笑う声。上手上手。次はね、ママ、どこに行ったの？ねえ、ママ。行かないで。
Okay, maybe that didn't happen, but this is all going on in her head. It's like a mix of memories and what she, I guess, recalls. I wet a towel at the sink and put it on Kagari's forehead as she lay on the sofa. She looked like she was having a nightmare. Her breathing was shallow and pained. She still wasn't awake. She just collapsed out of nowhere after all. It had been about 5 minutes ago when she had arrived, and then immediately collapsed. Daru and Mayuri and I had somehow managed to get her over to the sofa.
つうかさ、濡れたタオルを額に置くのって高熱で倒れた人の場合の処置じゃね？かがりったん熱はないっぽいじゃん。これ気絶した人にも効果あるん？
仕方ないだろう。他に何をしていいのかわからないんだから。
Yeah, even I would probably fail. Neither Daru nor I had the knowledge required to handle this situation. But since Kagari had no insurance card and no residency certificate, taking her to a hospital felt like a bad idea. All we could do was wait for her to wake up.
Mama.
I heard her whisper something.
今ママって聞こえた。
We both put our ears closer to her mouth.
いや、行かないで。ママ。
She suddenly jerked upwards. The two of us just barely managed to avoid getting a headbutt. I was gonna say, like, if they were that close, like, the hell?
危なかった。いや違う。かがりたんとのラッキースケベチャンスを逃したんだお。バカだバカ
I ignored Daru, who was bashing his head against the floor in frustration, and spoke to Kagari.
大丈夫か？
岡部さん。
Kagari seemed confused, and it took her a moment to realize that she was lying on the sofa.
私寝てたんですか？どうして？
覚えてないのか？
ラボに来た途端、マユシを見て気絶したんだよ。
まゆりさんを？
I realized that her tone had changed since the world line switch. More precisely, it had switched. It was back to how it was when I first met her.
君はマユリが口ずさんでいた歌を知っているようだった。
歌？
I was gonna say, if you forget that shit.
私、あの歌知ってるんです。どこかで聞いたことがあって、ずっと昔、子供の頃に。
おお、来たこれ。これマジで記憶回復フラグなんじゃね？
まゆりさんはどこに？あの歌のこと教えてもらわなきゃ。
Her eyes darted around the lab.
マユリはメイクインのバイトがあって君と入れ違いに出て行ったよ。
かがりたんのことすごく心配してた。
本当にごめんね。今日はランチタイムだけバイトを頼まれてて、どうしても行かなくちゃダメなの。おかり、ダルくん、かがりさんのことお願いね。そうですか。
他に何か思い出したことはないか？どんなことでもいいんだ。
他に。
She put her hand up to her forehead so she could think.
う
But then she shook it softly.
ダメです。他には何も。歌のことも知っているのは確かなんですけど、誰から聞いたのかとかそういうのは全然。
かがりたんさ、今気絶してる間夢見てなかった？
夢ですか？
うん、うなされてたからさ、ママって呼んでた。
ああ、起きた時も叫んでたな。
私、そんなことを。
You know, I've yelled in my dreams before, and then like some scary shit's happening, and then I like burst awake, and I actually like am saying these things. That shit is freaky. It is really weird.
歌がトリガーになって何か記憶が蘇ったりしてないかなって。
ダメ、思い出せません。確かに何かの夢を見ていた気がします。とても大切な夢だったような気がするんですけど。
そうか。
すみません、ご迷惑をおかけして。
But both Daru and I knew this was a big step forward. She knew the song that Mayuri was singing, and she said that she'd learned it when she was a child. That would have been in the future, before she'd gotten in the time machine, which meant that there could only be one answer. It was the future Mayuri who taught Kagari the song.
おかりん、ひとまずマユシに聞いてみるのがいいんじゃね？
そうだな。バイトはランチタイムだけって言ってたから、タイミングを見計らってメイクインに行ってみるか。
私も行きます。
Kagari quickly stood up off the sofa.
落ち着いて。今すぐ行くわけじゃない。もう少し休んでいた方がいい。
あ、そうですね。すみません。
And then her stomach rumbled.
腹が減ったのか？カップ麺ならあるが。
あとはまゆしが買いだめした唐揚げとかバナナとか。
バナナいただきます。
She seemed embarrassed. There's nothing to be embarrassed about eating a banana. Used to eat those all the time back when I was in cross country.
ご主人様。
You know, if you're a runner, you want to be eating those bananas for that potassium. But now I really dislike bananas because I ate a lot of them back then. Anyways, we'll end it here. Create a new save file. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Going down a new route. Be interesting to see where this goes. Even so, I feel like we've backtracked way too far, and now we have so much more to go through to figure out what the hell is going on. I don't even know what the hell is going on in this one. But if we are in an earlier world line, wouldn't there be a fucking gunshot hole in the floor because we were attacked? Did that happen in this world line? I don't remember, but I guess we'll figure that all out very soon. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.